My name is Obinna Udenwe, and I am the author of Satans Are Shaitans. And my book, Satans Are Shaitans, is a conspiracy crime thriller that addresses the issue of terrorism and politics and religion in Nigeria. It's one of the first conspiracy crime fictions in Africa that tries to see how we explain the issue of insurgency in Africa, especially in Nigeria, and what could be the reason why these things are happening. For example, who could be the sponsors of perhaps Boko Haram in Nigeria, and where do they get their funding, and so on and so forth. So Satans or Shaitans is a conspiracy fiction that addresses this issue and then links insurgency with jihad, and then just opposes Christianity and Islam. The impact my book, Satans or Shaitans, tends to achieve is to bring to the fore the issue of terrorism, how it affects us as a people, how it affects our states, how it affects our politics, and see if there could be a solution or perhaps generate discourse on this issue and get more people talking about it. For example, we had the Intifada in Paris a few days back, and everyone is talking about it, everyone is tweeting it, but then every day we have these Intifadas in Nigeria and nobody talks about it. So I think my book tends to, or is geared towards generating discourse and conversation around the issue of terrorism and politics. And when you read Satans or Shaitans, what I did was to bring in the issue of romance to some extent, love to some extent. So what that does is to drive the plot of the story. So while you're reading the story on terrorism and politics and jihad, you're also, the love thing drives it, and it makes you fall in love with the story, makes you want to read to the end. The current state of literature in Nigeria, for me, is really very robust. More robust than it was before, or more than it had always been before. Now, with the help of the social media, you have a lot of young people connecting with each other even before they meet, sharing their work, sharing their short stories, their poems, tweeting the cover of their books. So you see, you have more young people in Nigeria getting connected with other young people outside Nigeria, and that promotes literature. And then you have the issue of reward coming from the Kane Prize, the Stella Prize, the Nigerian Prize for Literature, the Anna Prize. All of these things are making a lot of young people seeing that, okay, I could benefit a lot from this writing. Aside putting my name on the cover of a book, it could also give me money, it could also give me fame, it could also give me recognition. Okay, so since these recognitions and money and the fame is coming, so a lot of young people want to write. This is my first time of being in Ake Festival, and I think it's one of the best things ever that has happened to our literature. Mukoma Wangugi would say that we need to build the African literary tradition. And to do this, we need more festivals, more literary blogs, more journals, contributing to building this foundation for the African literary tradition. And that's what Ake Festival is doing. It's a wonderful festival that brings in writers, journalists, readers, government people, all kinds of people, the general public, together for 1 week to discuss literature, to discuss arts. So I think it's a wonderful platform, and it's something that I've come to say. It's something that will live for generation, because the works Ake is producing, the talent it's producing will live forever. So it's a wonderful thing that shouldn't die.